In clip 4, it becomes obvious we're pretty well scouted on this particular set. So our shooter makes the adjustment, penetrates, and drops to the rolling screener. In our next illustration, I'd like to mention that it's important to keep your sets simple for your kids. If they're going to learn them and execute them, if you get too complicated with that type of thing, it takes you too much of your season to be successful with a set and for your kids to be confident. At the same time, if your sets are simple, you're easier to scout and you're easy to prepare for in terms of individual game preparation. So your kids need to know how to react based on how the defense plays them. This play is very simple. You can see, if you see us play one time and we run this play, that the design of the play is some screen-to-screener action on the perimeter. We're looking for a three-point shot off of that action. Now, teams start to jump that and switch that and press that. So your kids need to be taught during the course of your practice sessions where the other options are. We showed the penetration options. At this point, I'd like to show a simple slip in point guard delivery to our rolling forward. We establish a side of the floor with our point guard so that we may come off at the proper angle. We establish the left side. Point guard takes it nice and wide. Our screen-to-screener action is taking place on the top, as usual. And again, we're talking about teams that have scouted this piece of it. They've seen us hurt other teams with the three-point shot. And now we are approaching our screen, and at times we'll slip it before we even make any contact. And we'll slip our forward right down the center, and we'll get a point to forward roll. This is also very effective against zone or matchup zone defenses. In clip 6, watch closely for our screener to slip the middle for a layup against this matchup zone.
Was that us?
Continuing on now with our variations of our man special, play number 3. As I mentioned, the screen-to-screener action is starting to be well covered, and your kids need to be taught some options. Our point establishes the side, comes off the ball screen. I want you to picture a defender on our shooter. I want you to picture a defender on our backside screener. These two kids, if the opponent coaching staff has done a good job, they're well prepared for what's happening up here. Our point guard just takes it right off on a hesitation. If this man does not show and help a little bit, or we don't get a forward. In clip 7, watch closely as advanced scouting hurts the opponent. The defender guarding the ball screen refuses to show so that he may guard the jump shot, allowing for a free driving lane down the center. In clip 8, the on-ball defender is taking chances and is clearly not containing. Our point guard aborts the play, gets in the lane, and drops for the screener for the finish. A thought to keep in mind when coaching your kids and coaching your program is that in the end, it's not about us. It's about the kids. It's about planning for their strengths. It's about taking that team that you have this season and doing what you can to put those players in the best position to succeed based on their strengths. I think many times, I shouldn't say many times, but I think at times coaches get a little bit, and I know I get this way, where we know what we know and we know what's worked in the past, and we know what we prefer from our comfort perspective. We know the offenses and defenses that we've been accustomed to, and we want to go that direction. We want to show our kids that same stuff year after year. But our challenge and our responsibility is to take our current players and do what we can do from a leadership perspective to help them succeed.